Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be MARU and TY from a GSL round of 16 match for Season 2 2024. Top right is going to be MARU, bottom left is going to be TY, two excellent TERRAN players facing off and featuring some Sky TERRAN. I watched this match, not live, but on the VOD, because they play the games at 3 a.m. my time live, which is right in the sweet spot where I don't want to stay up too late or get up too early. Ah, the hazards of being a StarCraft 2 fan in North America. All right, man, so it's going to be a TVT here between these two players. MARU just came off another GSL win. He's got 8 GSL trophies, which is far more than anybody else. TY has fallen off a little bit recently, but I feel like he's still one of the 4 horsemen. And we've got ourselves an early gas here from TY. So what are we going to do with this gas, TY? Maybe multiple Reapers? So barracks coming up inside the main base for MARU. Gas finishing now, a little bit more of a standard time. And early TVT, again, features every single unit from the TERRAN arsenal except for maybe battle cruisers and maybe Thors, because they take so long to build. Seriously, though, we will see what this early TVT match, early TVT whatever, is going to be. Reapers on the way at the same time here, but TY has more gas than MARU because of the early gas taking. So we'll see what he does with it. Harassing the SCV, both on both sides, blocking it. Is MARU forcing the other SCV off the line, yada yada yada. And let's see, this Reaper, as we throw down a factory here from TY. Alright, so this blue Reaper's name is going to be Joker from Rocket. Name is Sad Clown. Aw, Joker the Sad Clown. And on the other side, they're just gonna sit here. It's a TVT, I forgot they usually just sit here. Come on, guys. Get out there, do some fun stuff. But if you leave and the enemy Reaper shows up, you die. So that's why they don't do it. Anyway, this Reaper's name is Curious George, the curious little monkey. Look at these guys. Look at this SCV and this Reaper being on the same control group, patrolling back and forth together here. The SCV's like, I'm a real boy. I get to hang out together with my Reaper bro. And he's like, well, the Reaper's not showing up. I don't need to worry about it. So it is 2 Reapers here from MARU. Okay, so he goes 2 Reap. He goes double expand, too. Wow, expand here and then sneaking in a third base on that bottom right side. Okay, but it's 2 Reapers here from TY as well. So, let's see. Let's see how our guy Joker is going to do against Curious George. He pops on in, and I don't even know, man. How does this micro possibly work out? Well, both Reapers die at the same time. Ooh, and then there's a Hellion from TY, so that means MARU has to skedaddle out of there, and he does. 100%. 1,000,000% even. So, barracks, factory, starport, on the way. Oh, this Hellion is chasing Joker. Get a repair on him. SCVs. Oh, try to body block the Hellion in here. Fawoosh. Oh, this is beautiful stuff from TY, man. This is great stuff from TY. He goes 3 SCVs. He kills a Reaper. He gets out of there. He is winning the early game here for sure. Although that early third base for MARU puts him ahead economically quite nicely. Now the question is, can TY punish the early third base by MARU? Number one, if he doesn't know it exists. Ooh, I like the Cloak Banshee opening here against this early third for MARU. MARU's being greedy. TY, I don't think he's intentionally punishing this, but he might be accidentally punishing it. We'll see. We'll see if Banshees can get across here and get some work done. That's a Hellion. I don't think we have any Banshees out on the map. Oh, we just got one. Okay, so yes, 1 Banshee has popped. Cloak's like 60% done. It's not going to be done for a minute. That is an upgrade that takes a while because it's so dangerous. So we need to have a scan available, and then these Marines or the Cyclone will do it, dealing with a Cloaked Banshee. We just got to have scan energy or have a turret up. And MARU's really on top of his mule timings here, is not saving up energy on any 3 of his orbitals. He's using this just to make SCVs right now. He's not even landing it in the third base location. Well, we'll see. I like this Hellion just kind of keeping an eye on this area over here. So Hellion going to wander in and probably die. No, gets out. Nicely done. Just getting some little light roasting done. Cloak Banshee shows up. There's enough energy for a scan right now. Holy smokes. That is my... I don't know if Maru did that on purpose, but that was insane. So Banshee does get 3 kills, right? So 3 SCVs die. Maru's still up in worker count because, well, as the Banshee dies, and a Raven pops out here too, he casually has 3 orbitals producing mules. Cloak Banshee shows up into the natural base. Second Cloak Banshee here, because you're never going to make 1 Cloak Banshee. If you're bothering with Cloak, you might as well make a couple. Yeah, not bad. 8 SCVs killed. Maru is even on worker count with TY, despite the fact that he got that earlier third. TY's third is done now, upgrading that sucker to an orbital. And I think TY is doing okay. He was kind of able to punish the greed a little bit. But here comes Maru. Remember what I said about early pushes? It's a Cyclone, it's Marines, it's a tank, and it's 2 Ravens. Sure, why not? That seems like a totally viable strategy to do. I mean, it's a Widow Mine here, a Reaper, 2 Vikings for TY. Every single unit except for 2 of them are viable in these little 6 to 7 to 8 minute pushes, up to 10 minutes in TVT. Maru's going to land his third base because TY's landing his. There we go. Third base going to land, and Maru falls back to a more defensive position here. Yeah, I love the 2 tanks here from TY. Oh, the 4 tanks, I apologize. 4 tanks from TY, 4 Vikings, and Marines. So it's like a little tiny kind of late game TVT composition here. Siege tanks, Marines, and Vikings. Very fun. So he's winning the air battle right now. Like, Ravens don't want to go into a place where there are 4 Vikings. What, gonna snipe him right in the face? Dude, Maru's getting, what is that upgrade? I do not know what that upgrade is, and I'm embarrassed to say that I don't. I might have skipped over this part in the cast, to be entirely honest with you, when I watched it, because I don't remember that scene come through at all. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I very rarely just completely stumped here. I'm trying to think of what it could be. It's not, I mean, it's obviously not an upgrade we're all very familiar with. It's not Interference Matrix. It's not Drilling Claws. It's not Hyperflight Rotors. It's not Cloak. It's not... I don't know. I don't know what this is. But he's, I mean, he's going to finish it. He's let it go this far. Let it get this far. 4th CC coming in from TY, getting an engineering bay here at the front too. Take that, Widow Mine Cyclones. Do not fear your powers. We don't see a lot of Widow Mines in this matchup for that reason. Oh, Hurricane Engines. What? Okay. Is it a Cyclone speed upgrade? Okay, I gotta look this up. These guys are just kind of dinking around anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Increases the movement speed of Cyclones to 4.73. Okay, that's it. Cyclone movement speed upgrade. I was gonna say that. That was gonna be my next guess. I don't know. I don't know if they changed the icon for it. I feel like that I don't recognize. Whatever. It's good. TY's getting a 4th base out this way. Maru is going to land his 4th base out this way too. Interference Matrix coming in. We know what that upgrade is. Both players just kind of taking their half sides of the map. Nobody feels particularly comfortable about attacking into the other player. Viking count has gotten nicely increased here for Maru. Wow. So what? Maru's got 11 Vikings now. It's 11 for TY as well. I love this Reaper here. Curious George is still just kind of hanging out. Oh, he gets sniped by an auto turret. I jinxed you. I'm sorry, Curious George. The curious little monkey. Fusion Core on the way for Maru. Oh, we're going to see some battle cruisers out of the 8-time GSL champ. I sure hope so. Air weapons beginning for both players, but Maru's is way ahead, as well as ship and vehicle plating too. So Maru doing some good stuff, right? 4th base is rolling. Both players' 4th bases are rolling. We know that. Cyclones, tons of Vikings out for both players. 13 to 13 Vikings. He who controls the skies in this matchup generally can win this matchup. TVT is interesting that way. Siege tanks are strong. Marines are strong, but he who controls the skies will win. It's the same for Brood War, man. Exact same for Brood War. TVT. Interference Matrix goes down. Major engagement. Viking against Viking. Auto turrets landed from both sides. Siege tanks sieging up. Catching an Interference Matrix there. TY loses both of those tanks to the temporary interference. But MARU has to back it out. This tank stays alive. This tank is alive with 5 kills. Maybe those were auto turrets. I don't know. But yeah, trying to bust in here is tough. TY's not getting a lot of damage. I mean, he hasn't really tried on the other side. MARU's not getting anything either. We're sort of just hanging out at this stage of the game, right? Like, nobody really has a major advantage. Battle cruisers are popping here from MARU. He's getting the Yamato. Major upgrade to have, without a doubt, obviously. Both players working on vehicle and ship plating level 2. Got an air weapons upgrade coming in. Right side base from MARU coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th base for him. And a 5th base is done from TY, upgrading that thing to a planetary. Let's see. So MARU Orbital's his 5th base. This second CC might be a planetary, though. Ormidas wants a lot of orbitals. Can't really argue with that. It's our first little siege here from TY. He has not made much. He hasn't made, like, major setups here. This is his first real siege up and attack on MARU today. But MARU's got his own tanks. But hey, Interference Matrix, good unit. And now there's only one tank. Oh my gosh, all 3 of them get interfered with and targeted down. What sick use of that spell. Ah, big Viking attack, anti-armor missile. Everything is Cheeto dusted on both sides of this engagement. Battlecruiser takes an interference as well. Gets completely disabled, except it can fly away. Merely interfered with. Siege tanks firing away at this planetary. MARU's going to lose his 5th base. Ka-chow. There it goes. MARU taking a new 5th base. Here at the gold, it is an orbital. So he doesn't planetary. He uses it to expand and maybe kind of loses a base in the process. TY's just throwing turrets up. He's just throwing up 4 turrets at a time. He saw those battle cruisers. He knows what he's dealing with here. It's a ton of battle cruisers. And Vikings and stuff. And not as many tanks. Which means, MARU might really struggle dealing with all the tanks here of TY. And if there are turrets everywhere, then it's extra hard for the Vikings to come over here or the battle cruisers to come over here and do anything at all. So MARU having this gold base is a big deal for him. Income is favoring TY pretty heavily. It's bouncing back up into MARU's favor thanks to the gold base here. The replacement on the 5th. TY expanding again to the Rich Vespine Geyser base up here, top left. Recognizing he's kind of got MARU in a bit of a chokehold right now. Battle cruisers, wiping out a siege tank, catching a couple Marines. That's all right, fine. Free stuff, right? Free Marines, free siege tank. Excellent. High-Sec auto-tracking on the way from TY for all of the turrets, which he's building right now. Loving that. Transformation servos on the way to allow the Vikings to transform more quickly, as well as... I don't know, any Hellions he's got lying around here. MARU's throwing up some additional starports. He's really leaning into the Sky TERRAN stuff, and he does expand down the right side too. So MARU doing all right. I love Hellbats against rocks. Surprisingly good against buildings or Hellbats. I say that every time they attack buildings. But seriously, it's really surprising. Surprising. +3. Oh. We're just going to sack some SCVs here. That's fine. We're freeing up supplies, says TY. +3 air weapons and +3 vehicle and ship plating on from TY. In production currently. Or rather, that's +2 for TY, and it's a +3 on the way for MARU. So upgrades ahoy. Yeah, it's getting some high ground vision for your siege tank to fire. 5 kills on that siege tank. These siege tanks, and that siege tank gets wiped out. And a little, maybe could... Okay, yeah, just sneaks around to this bottom side and gonna siege up this orbital. This has been a really active TVT. I mean, the opening whatever minutes were okay. Anti-armor missile gets tossed down. Neither player wants to really engage with that. The battlecruisers jump over here, and then the Hellions from TY are like, sure. We'll roast up some SCVs over here. Battlecruisers take a minute to wander this way, and they don't have a tactical jump available either. Hellbat transformation, and we're just gonna kill as many of these SCVs as we can. Bawoosh. And whatever. And then TY takes the opportunity to bust in here to the natural base of MARU. Gutsy maneuver from him. Snipes down the orbital. Lands the Vikings temporarily. Kills a bunch of stuff. A lot of SCVs die there too. Some die over on this side. A bunch of them die up here at the natural base. It is 87 to 73 workers in favor of TY. This is an incredible game. My goodness. Okay, MARU says, I have another orbital to replace the one that I lost at this gold base. This will be fine. Everything's okay with me. Auto turrets, inside the minimum attack range of a tank. That's not something you see every day. Replacement orbital gets sniped trying to land at that natural base. Dude, the Viking count is bonkers for TY. He's got 24 Vikings. I mean, MARU's got 30 of them. Let's not say he's falling apart here. I love this SCV siege tank attack into MARU's base along this right side. This is hilarious. And then the Vikings land again, force a cancel on that command center, lift up, get out of there. This is incredible. What incredible Viking usage today from TY. I love that he used, okay, how many turrets does this man have? He's got 27 turrets out on the map. There's sensor towers everywhere too. Battle cruisers are doing their best. Anti-armor missile gets thrown on top of all of the BCs and a lot of the Vikings, and then the rest of the Vikings get tagged. Thank you very much. More turrets coming up here. MARU loses this base and this base. He's getting squeezed out economically. The income is favoring TY now, going down into the red Terran's favor. Another anti-armor missile. TY trying to bring some tanks down. A couple cyclones, maybe wipe out a base of their own. Huge engagement here, though. Yamato's going down everywhere. Matrix is on top of the battle cruisers. And the Cheeto dust on everything, but it's been long enough that Cheeto dust is wearing off. TY's Vikings don't have it. MARU's, there you go. Had it until just a second ago. 89 to 73 army supply. MARU has the lead on that, but economically he is toast. But he won that battle. This might be what he needs to get back on top of this thing. No Yamato for you, battle cruiser from TY. Absolutely not. We're going to land these Vikings on this orbital. You might as well. You just don't want to get caught with your pants down. Landing them unnecessarily. Right. Some Thors are on the way from TY. Army value 96 to 85 in favor of MARU, but TY continuing to pump Vikings 9 at a time, mind you. Wow, free battle cruiser is free, though. That's not what you want to see. TY just lost a couple of them for nothing. Yamato sniping out individual Vikings is absolutely insanely good. Some Thors showing up, using their splashy damage against the Vikings. Not what they want to use against the battle cruisers, though. Bam. MARU, is he doing this? Is he making this happen? Oh, the Vikings from MARU, plus the battle cruisers of MARU. MARU does lose that BC. The Viking army is kind of bigger than anything TY has right now. They're just kind of crushing. It's 70 to 75 workers. MARU is still down in worker. No, he's actually trying to get. He's tied up in worker count now. I love this. The land lift. Starport does not know what to do, and it does get sniped out. He's been trying to kill that thing for a while. Yeah, man, the control here is fantastic. And TY losing a bunch of his forward stuff. TY jumps a battle cruiser over to MARU's, whatever this 12 o'clock base is. Going after more of these SCVs. This game is crazy. This game is absolutely fun. Yeah, this gold base of TY, which I guess, is this? No, a different one. MARU has this one. This one's TY's here in Alcyone. That's right. That's right, it is. Come on. Battle cruisers cannot fight against Vikings. They just get kited absolutely to death. MARU's Vikings flying around. TY, maybe he had a lead, but I don't know. MARU's got the economic lead. He's got the army lead right now. He is looking pretty good. Man, income check. Yeah, favoring MARU. It felt that way, didn't it? Right side base never's come back. TY hasn't taken his gold base back yet either. He's got the money to replant a command center there, but I don't know if that's what he wants to do. TY gonna play the game, land of the Vikings, lift the Vikings here against the orbitals. MARU says, we're gonna go the other way then, folks. How about you like them apples? Free Viking is free, man. MARU keeps picking off free units here. Not really taking too much damage whatsoever. Coming home. There are Thors here. Yamato's going down on both sides. An absolutely epic display of Sky Terran with a little bit of Thor support on the ground here. The Vikings land to attack the Thor. They wipe it out with their bonus to mechanical ability. That's insanely good. But more Thors are coming down here from TY. This game is crazy. I might have to give this thing an epic tag. I cannot believe how good this match is. Vikings, ooh, do not want to fly into missile turretville. They lose a couple Vikings to turrets. That turret, ugh. More Vikings dying just because there are turrets everywhere. Another one goes down. Another Viking goes down. That's humongous for TY. Those fleeing Vikings representing a lot of the army value for MARU, and a bunch of them died. It is a total of 70 Vikings that have died from MARU to a total of 58 Vikings that have died from TY. Resources lost, more for MARU, but again, it's MARU, right? If you're just kind of the better player in the game, you can afford to lose more on the resources tab, and you're not actually going to be in that much trouble. It's a secret. It's the secret of being MARU. So how I would like to explain it. Man. Oh, did you guys know that The Mummy, the 1999 film, is back in theaters for a 25th anniversary run? Other movies too, like Lord of the Rings is coming back. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, is coming back to theaters too. I'm going to go see The Mummy with my sister and my kids after... well, later today, actually, when this thing posts, so I'm looking forward to it. Going to be a lot of fun. Introduce my kids to a little bit of 90s cinema, you know? Anyway, oh my gosh. Flying orbitals, or flying a command center into missile turrets is kind of hilarious, actually. I'm going to bring this thing down into burning. Yo! Okay, did not bring it down into burning magically. New Cyclones are out for MARU. That's kind of fun. We're working on vehicle weapon upgrades. Our guy TY is on +2 vehicle weapon upgrades already. So what a back and forth this thing has been already. TY expands bottom right. Another massive engagement. Thor's on the ground. Interference matrix not really happening here. Man, Cyclones on the ground are like trying to deal with everything here. Maybe they can use lock-on on the Thors? MARU not pulling some SCVs away from this instant death scenario we're facing right now. TY does send a couple landed Vikings over to harass this right side base of MARU's. Big engagement again, the biggest Sky Terran engagements most I've seen in a game in a while. Thor gets wiped out. Vikings are like, well, killing this orbital will take a while, but stutter step snipe these SCVs as good as we can, as well as we're capable of. Snippety snipe, snipe, snipe. That is the spirit. That is what we like to see here. But MARU does save this right side. That's pretty good stuff. He's trying to expand up here, but the Vikings have arrived. My gosh, they land so fast. They land so fast. And snipe down the orbital. Easy peasy. And then land and kill all the SCVs. 35 SCVs have died just in the last couple minutes here. The Vikings are like, okay, I think we did enough. We got to get on out now. Ooh, Cyclones from MARU taking out a bunch of SCVs down in this bottom right base of TY's 2. This is nuts. That's a lot of dead SCVs for MARU. He has lost 108 SCVs. TY's only lost, what, 50 by comparison, and he sacrificed like 15 SCVs in this game on purpose towards the middle of this thing. So that's kind of amazing. Income tab goes down into TY's favor, but it's creeping up towards MARU's because mules are good. See all these mules up at this base? Yeah, that's amazing. We're going to mine out this map. We're trying to mine out this map. It's an 18 kill Cyclone, friends. 18 kills on that Cyclone. No big deal. Not even remotely a big deal, though. Cyclones are strong. Siege tank. Doing siege tanky things. Another command center on from TY here. TY's up 184 to 158 supply. Man. I know I say this every time battle cruisers are featured in a game that I cast, but one of the all-time greatest upgrades any unit has ever gotten in StarCraft 2 that they didn't start out with when they were designed, right, is the ability to shoot and move. for battle cruisers. You look at early games, Heart of the Swarm games, Wings of Liberty games featuring battle cruisers, and they have to stop to shoot anything. Like, they just weren't that good. And then they got the ability to shoot and move at the same time, which, I mean, it just improves the capabilities and the quality of any unit to give them the ability to shoot and move at the same time. Cyclones, I'm looking at you. I'm not sure that Zergs have any of those units. Mutas almost count, but not really. Anyway, Maru's setting up shop here, sieging at TY's gold base. But it's 109 to 95 army supply. TY has done a great job kind of strangle-holding Maru's bases up in this north side. Yes, he's losing some bases down to the south side here too, but I don't know. Is he feeling all right about it? Is he base racing? He's just like, you can have that one. I'm going to kill your natural. Again. For like the 4th time, it feels like. TY's forced to lift off that gold base. I love the SCV body blocking right here. It's amazing. Okay, so these Hellbats are probably dead. Yeah, well, these battle cruisers need to jump, and they jump immediately. They know the threat. They know the threat these Vikings pose, and they got +3 air weapons from Maru. Battle cruisers, Mass Yamato! Try to burn down the orbital. They can't do it. The mass repair is too strong. These Hellbats were not actually killed. They forced a liftoff on that orbital, and suddenly the amount of blue on this map is dwindling mightily. Dwindling absolutely insanely here. Wow. Dude, he saves the orbital, but I don't know. His natural base is gone. Okay, TY is expanding up to this top half of the map, which is definitely Maru's stuff. Maru says, well, what do I do? Oh, this is the situation. Ugh. I mean, you could probably land here and kill this, right, TY? Cyclones and tanks are both mechanical. They'll take bonus damage from your +3 Vikings on ground mode, but all right. Not repairing this orbital is probably a mistake. I'm not sure if TY recognizes how on fire that is. Maru, 120 to 93 total army supply here. I don't know, man. I'm looking at it. Army value 128 to 95 here in favor of TY. I love that it's 50 to 49 workers at 27 minutes. This right side base of Maru. Maru's income is just getting absolutely crushed. This gold base is pretty much all he has left, but it's all mined out. He's had this for too long for it to be a viable source of income at this stage. Income goes, yep, just favoring TY largely over the last 5 or 10 minutes. This orbital's going to die. Burning down in midair. Another ginormous battle here, but it's all battle cruisers. Hang on, I can't, it doesn't matter. TY gets the win. I was like, whose Vikings are these? So these are TY's Vikings. These are Maru. Maru moves his Vikings past TY's Vikings. Oh, because those are TY's battle cruisers there. He jumps his BCs in. He surrounds Maru's Vikings. Okay, that was killer sick. What a move. What a final finishing move there from TY to take down 8-time GSL champion Maru. My goodness, that was insane. What just absolutely a disgustingly fantastic TVT that was for your Sunday cast. Holy cow. 151 SCVs died there from Maru. 105 down for TY. Income tab tells the story. As usual, not all the time, but man. How many, let's see, how many bases died? 7 orbital commands died and 2 planetary fortresses died for Maru. And let's see, 1 command center, 4 orbitals died here from TY. So he didn't lose a planetary fortress? All right, fair enough. How many does he have in this game? 3 of them. Well, good job, planetaries, not dying. 9 battle cruisers died from TY. 24 died from Maru. Just couldn't get the value out of them he wanted to, I don't think. 107 Vikings went down for 93. So, I mean, TY is just losing less stuff. And 60,000 to 66,000 resources will tell us the story there, too. So yeah, man, that was nonstop. Like anybody who says I don't like TVTs, well, I mean, okay, this is not exactly a standard TVT, man. Insane. Okay, well that was something. That was something to behold. I mean, there were Thors, there were Cyclones, there were Reapers, and Vikings, and Hellbats, and Hellions, and 25 Ravens died from TY, only to 7 for MARU. I think that was a big deal. Anti-armor missile and interference matrix does a lot in TVT sky battles to be just really do a lot of work there, and he used it to its fullest. So GG TY. I mean, everything was active out on this map. So many bases died, so many SEVs died. So many big, huge engagements, too. That was a lot of fun. Lot of fun. Okay, well, to wrap it up, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.